And here's another question that must be asked now that we have had a chance to look at what the Earth has been like in all kinds of different periods in its history, and to put the boots to claims like John Kerry's that 57 degrees and only 57 degrees is desirable for living beings generally. As United States Senator James Inhofe of Oklahoma once put it to his colleagues, quote, "If we had the ability to set the global thermostat, what temperature would we pick? Would we set it colder or warmer than it is today? What would the optimal temperature be?" And this brings us briefly to what I call the problem of green morality. It's a curious feature of environmentalists, animal rights activists, and deep ecologists that they claim the high moral ground, often without any prompting, but their moral philosophy is itself ungrounded. Because they have this view that everything natural is good and everything man-made is bad, they can't tell whether a desert or a lagoon or a typhoon is desirable just by looking at it. They have to know if man caused it. If a region is becoming desert through natural forces, environmentalists will wax lyrical about nature's adaptiveness and the amazing plants and animals that thrive in such a harsh climate. If they suddenly discover that man caused the valley to become a desert, then they go, "Oh, it's a disaster, it's awful, look at it, it's arid and barren." And then if they discover, no, wait a minute, it wasn't man, suddenly they like it again. Which would tend to imply that they themselves have no optimum temperature for the Earth. Whatever temperature the Earth wants to be or becomes through natural processes must be good. Even a snowball Earth, such as we saw before the Cambrian, and which if it were to return would not really wipe out human beings, but all or virtually all life on the planet. Whereas if man caused the Earth to become a snowball, this would be terrible. So here's a question, which comes from Mario Loyola of the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, who wrote Twilight of the Climate Change Movement. If we found out that the planet was warming for purely natural reasons, would you be in favor of climate engineering to stop it because the current temperature and sea level are the right ones for humans? The environmentalist to whom he put this question said, no, of course not. And if it's also true of Al Gore, Elizabeth May, David Suzuki, Barack Obama, and various other people, they don't really object to a warmer Earth at all. Yet they claim that all the results, just about, of man-made warming would be bad, even catastrophic. And that's not science.